Hello, everyone. I can't sleep, and I'm in the mood to ramble a little bit because I've taken my sleeping meds and they haven't quite kicked in fully yet, even though it's been like over an hour. So, yeah, let me ramble on about video games for a little bit. And you're probably going to be wondering, like, why the video is titled the way it is, like, what the fuck I'm talking about, but let me get into that. Now, in rock music, you have this thing called three chords and the truth, where it's this kind of idea that rock music should be like simple and have not that many ingredients. It's like you have those like weird like fucked up naturalist foodies who are just like, oh, I only eat foods with like four ingredients or something like that, except it's less stupid. uh because you have like AC/DC versus Dream Theater. AC/DC songs typically use like three fucking chords. Meanwhile, every Dream Theater song is trying to hit every single note in the guitar in every fucking song. There's a difference in structure, and there's a difference in like tone and nuance and stuff like that that I think you get in one and not the other. And what I'm trying to get at with regard to video games and kind of how they're made now is like I haven't really been enjoying fucking video games or anything like that. Like I'm just looking at the shelf over here. Like I have like six games like that I haven't finished, and it's like I kind of have no desire to because they're all kind of falling into the that modern open world formula of like, hey, let's wander around this huge map and fill out a checklist, where you take like content before fucking structure. I guess you'd say is what that is, or content before. Ah, Christ, what do you call it? I don't know. I'll dub it in later. Content before like form, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but anyway. Oh shit, my tea is ready. I'm gonna just take a quick sip of my tea. My tea is done steeping. Oh, that's a mint. That's a nice mint tea, decaffeinated. That usually helps me fucking sleep. But anyway, uh, what I'm getting at is like I haven't been like having a shit ton of fun playing modern games, except for like the King of Fighters 14. Because that's basically an old fucking arcade game with a new coat of paint. Semi new coat of paint, because it still kind of looks like a PS3 game, but I digress. Uh, so I basically got the whole MAME ROM set off of archive.org the other day. And I've been playing a lot of that, and it's like fun again. And it's kind of giving credence to this whole idea that I have about the whole like two buttons and the truth thing. Where it's like, to me at least, like the most satisfying experiences can be just like pretty simple. Not necessarily dumbed down, not necessarily easy, because holy shit, some of the games I've been playing are just really balls hard, which makes me kind of think I should be streaming Truxton or Rolling Thunder to for the express purpose of creating like rage compilations for the channel. But there's something really nice about having a game that you can just like kind of drop with no consequence, and that's just kind of like getting me on like a very pure primal level. I don't know how much of this is coming across as like an audiovisual shit post like the rest of my vlogs have been, but I don't know. I don't quite know. Let me check on the camera real quick. But anyway, doing a second part here, so I don't do too long of a take. Um, but yeah, man, arcade games are like super fucking satisfying. Like I started playing Berserk, which is a game older than me by quite a bit, And, I've played it before at arcades, like Galloping Ghost before, and there's just something that I've missed with other games, and I'm playing Berserk, and it's just like, this is so fucking sad. You're just this little stick figure running through a maze, shooting Cylons in the face, and occasionally running from a bouncy, smiling face called Evil Otto. And it is the most intense game experience that I've had in a while. And it's from 1980. So, I guess it's not that much older than me. But anyway, it's not a game I would have played as a kid. Um, but yeah, I don't know where I'm really going with this. I'm kind of rambling on, but I don't know. I've like had game development projects in the past where I've just kind of like abandoned them. Like the last one I was working on was basically just Mega 10 style RPG, just in a random dungeon, and it's just that. Like there's no puzzles, no anything. It's just pure dungeon crawling through like 80 floors of a tower or whatever, randomly generated everything. Maybe I'll pick that back up, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll make my own like little thing, like fucked up version of Berserk and Q Basic or Rolling Thunder with stick figures or something like that. I don't know. This is kind of inspiring. Just going through old MAME ROMs and playing shit like Elevator Action and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I think you have gigabytes upon gigabytes of storage spent on just content and textures and stuff like that where, fuck, like I'm going back and I'm playing this shit that's in like 320p. I don't even think you can call it 320p because I'm pretty sure it's interlaced, but you know, super low res graphics, but it gets the job done. And it's not really worried so much about content, but so much as like the individual moment to moment experience. Not finding Korok seeds or finding fucking albatross feathers or whatever the current collectible is in Assassin's Creed. But I don't know. I mean, does this mean I'm not going to play modern games ever again? Fuck no. I guess it's saying something that the game I'm looking most forward to is probably like Tekken 7. Um, Also, I want to play Nier Automata. But anyway, I've been rambling like way too fucking long, and yeah, you might you might get to see me stream again after a while. With maybe I'll try to beat Truxton on stream because that game is fucking impossible. So. Alright, I don't know if I really made a point with this video, but if you guys got anything out of this, leave me a comment below. Thumbs up if you want. Catch you guys later. I don't know, maybe you'll see more, like, non-shitposty rants or vlogs from me in the future, but, alright, peace out. I have an addendum to make. Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody out there is watching this and saying, like, hey, why aren't you playing all these other, like, throwback retro games? And I'm just like, there's really only, like, 2 fucking games that capture the spirit of, like, what I'm talking about with, like 2 buttons of the truth and shit like that, or I guess 6 buttons in the truth. Maybe that's a more apt title, because then you get up to, like, the Super Nintendo era. But, like fucking Yacht Club games with the Shovel Knight series is one. Binding of Isaac is definitely another, where you have that whole, like, I gotta have one more, like, kind of gameplay. But other than that, I can't really think of other than, like, multiplayer games like Counter-Strike, where it's really striving for that sort of, like, arcade simplicity that I'm looking for. But I don't know. I guess I'm looking for mythical games that don't exist. Or games that I should probably be making myself. because they may take only a couple weeks to make with fucking stick figures in QBasic. But and yeah, this whole rant or vlog or whatever you want to call it, I want to say it's at least partially inspired by this one shower thoughts post that I saw earlier today that basically just said, like, any game made before 2000, I basically quit playing because it was too hard for me to beat, and any game after 2000 that I quit, I basically just quit because I got bored. Um, I think it's kind of like when you look at the interviews with the guys who made Symphony of the Night. Like, I think, was it fuck, I can't remember his name. Lead designer on Symphony of the Night. He said that he'd want to take the Castlevania series from something that only the most hardcore players could finish to something that everyone could potentially finish. And I think that's potentially both a good and a bad thing, especially when you have every single game taking part in that philosophy.